Hey guys, Morten Ostad here. Welcome to my channel. Yes, it's been a minute, hasn't it, since I recorded anything from my home here in Denmark. And various things going on with me, as you might have heard in different videos. And I arrived here on Monday. It's Friday now. Yes, it is. And I've had a busy week meeting with various people. And for reasons. And today was pretty much a clean day, clean slate. I didn't have anything really important to do. A couple of phone calls very early, but the weather has been really unpleasant for the last couple of days. So today the sun was shining. It's still pretty cold, and Skagen is still covered with snow, which came the night before last. And but I decided today you treat yourself. You do something nice, and don't sit around your your house and all that, because it just dredges up thoughts and memories. And today you need to do something nice. And I had been thinking about maybe taking a trip out of Skagen, or a couple of trips while I'm here. I got about a week left, and then I have to go back up to Norway. Hopefully I will have started things that I need to start by that date. And I had been toying with the idea of going to Aarhus, which is about 220 kilometers from Skagen. But it's 4 hours-ish each way, so it does eat up a lot of time. But I wanted to go to some record stores and film them for you. But then I said, well, I can go back to Aalborg, but they only have Lesehesten there, the second-hand record store that also sells new records, by the way. That's where I filmed a couple of my record store day videos for over the last couple of years. But I said, well, I go on Google Maps and write Pladebutik record store and Aalborg and see what happens. And something new appeared. And that something new is what I decided to go and visit today. And this is going to be a travel video, and it's going to be me visiting. And then once I've traveled back to Skagen, I am going to show you whether or not I bought any records today. So stay tuned. So, as you can see, taking a trip for no other reason than doing something nice to Aalborg. Brought my bike along for the ride. So, let's go check something out. So, because the record store owner and myself were talking in and out of these videos, I decided to mute it, but that made things sound very, very still. We mostly talked about some Danish bands and established the fact that we both really liked Manic Street Preachers, so that was pretty cool. And talked a little bit about when the store opened, which was in November of last year, and about what kind of record, brand new records in the front, and in the back room are the secondhand stuff. And it's a really, really nice record store, I must say. I hope I can come back here. Of course, I hope to come back to Denmark in various ways still, and carry all those heavy vinyl records with me to wherever I'm going. So here I was talking to him about a Danish band and whether he had any or not, and he checked it, and the specific record that I was looking for, unfortunately, he didn't have right now. Typical, eh? So yeah, just me looking at some records and being a little distracted by him and customers, and very nice. Love being in Denmark, love speaking Danish, so that's why I'm talking over this, because I had to mute parts of it.
Næste station, Irup. Toget standser kun ved tryk på stopknappen.
Hey again, guys. So if you're still with me, I hope you enjoyed seeing some of Aalborg, one of my favorite towns, cities in the world. Such a beautiful city center, and it's got its still got its working class, let's say, factory days and even older days look to it, in amongst not being scared of building new stuff and more modern things. And I did go, as you could see, to the brand new record store. It opened in November of 2024, so it's about 5 months old now. I didn't ask him about that specifically, but I assume that it's named for the film Licorice Pizza. Lakridspizza means licorice pizza, because as you could see, the movie poster from the film with one of the Haim sisters was in the store. I talked to the guy, asked him if it was okay to film there, and he said sure, no problem, and we talked a little. One of the reasons I did cut some of the video out because it would have been nonsensical pieces of conversation between him and me, and I muted some other stuff. I was thinking, am I going to narrate this video? But I think probably not. So I'll do it with captions. Some of the records that I bought were inspired by the fact that I decided, if I do go to this place and I buy music, I am going to buy something Danish. There are some Danish bands that I either don't have on vinyl or have never owned in any way, but have always wanted. Now, of course, the record that I really wanted, he didn't have. So I just took a chance on one of the records by that band I have not streamed or heard before, but I've seen the cover for many years now, and so I took that. I asked about some records that I've been inspired by you guys in the vinyl community, but he didn't have that. Ben Rankins. I noticed that some of the Saints records had been repressed, and my record store up in Oslo, Big Dipper, had them 3 weeks ago, and I was going to ask, and I didn't, and so I asked him. But no, there were other bands that I also looked for. He and I had something to talk about because we were both huge fans of Manic Street Preachers. But of course, he did not have those two Manic Street Preachers I still don't own. And there were some other things that I was looking for. But let's see what I got today. And I spread the cost. But the prices were really, really nice. Even though, you see the price and you're thinking krone and you think, oh, wow. But then I have to recalculate that into Norwegian money, which is one of the many reasons things have turned out the way they have turned out. And it's not so nice after all. But even with Danish kroner, I must say he had some really very nice prices. In the front of the store was mostly new stuff, and he had bargain bins. Boy, did he have bargain bins. And then the back of the store were secondhand used records. So let's have a look. I got this by a band called Kiss. Kiss. There we are. Kiss Love Gun. Now, I'm not going to tell you my story about Kiss and vinyl records from my childhood. Check out Morten Aastad and write the word Kiss, and I'm sure you'll find one of those videos. This one, haven't owned it since the early 80s. Yes, it's fairly old and the cover has seen better days, but I keep buying these older ones. I've been wanting to get, new pressings, but yeah, no, and with price and everything, I'm not sure where this is from. It's Rocksteady. I come across a few Scandinavian ones. So the inner sleeve is somewhat, but at least it's the inner sleeve. And the vinyl just looks really good. He put he put VG for the cover and VG plus for the vinyl, and I guess I kind of agree. I paid 150 Danish for that. Next up, I had this in my hands and said, yeah, I'm gonna get it because I've already bought one old print, so let's skip those 2016 ones. And then I get home and I look at it. This is Crowded House wood face, and he took 125 Danish kroner for it. So I assumed this was a little bit worn. Kind of, I didn't take it out of it, out of the plastic sleeve, and so I couldn't see how great shape this actually is. And no wonder this is a 2016 reissue. Yeah, if I'd gone on imusic.dk, I think their current price is at 298 Danish kroner. Look at that beautiful capital label there. One of my all-time favorite records by one of my top... it's so difficult. Let's say top 5 bands of all times. I love Crowded House so much. This, of course, was the record that started out with Neil not having writers' difficulties. The label with brother Tim were being difficult. They were talking about making a Finn Brothers album, but the record company wanted a Crowded House album, so they collaborated. So Tim Finn joined Crowded House, and that's the record. Now, I said I was really keen on getting some Danish music today, and for the first time ever, I will be able to play this record not on cassette, because I never owned this on CD either. So this is Disneyland After Dark. It actually says Disneyland After Dark, or DAD as they were later known, No Fuel Left for Pilgrims, isn't it? And this, of course, is the one with the song, I'm sleeping my day away. I'm really, really happy about getting this. The cover is a little bit wrinkled here and there, but the vinyl looks great. This was a little more expensive than the others, 250 smackaroos, I think. I've actually taken off the stickers and put them all over the place, and now I'm not sure if that was the one. Anyway, so I go to the bargain bin and I find this 160 Danish kroner, The Charlatans Telling Stories. Really, really, if you guys know me, I love the Charlatans, and I've been meaning to, get their collection on vinyl. Been very slow. I have one so far that I got about 6 months ago when they reissued one of their albums, and I have a compilation. So this is, I'm very happy about this, and 160 kroner is, yeah, that's pretty good. Now, Brutalism meets Jangly Pop. Really? Well, this is one of the best album covers over the past 20 years, in my opinion, by a wonderful band. Of course, they're from Scotland. Where else would wonderful bands come from? Well, it's Teenage Fan Club, sorry. With Shadows. I love this album cover so much. Probably not one of their most hailed records, but I think it's absolutely wonderful. Sometimes I don't need to believe in anything, and Baby Lee. Here you have the songs. Yeah, 150 kroner for this. I'm very happy about that, I must say. This next record. So people have been talking about this band for years. I haven't got a clue what they sound like. I have understood that they came from black or death metal and then sort of transitioned into more patable, heavy metal, progressive heavy metal. And Alex over at Beer and Vinyl showed this, if I remember correctly now, or I bumped my head on the way to Aalborg. And I kind of made a note out of it and what he said about it. And I grabbed it. Now, because 290 Danish kroner, that looks really low for a brand new reissue. And then you know, change that into Norwegian money or euros or whatever. But I grabbed an Opeth record. Yes. Sorry, Uriah Heep, Peter Gabriel, Genesis, and all those other bands that have been waiting for me to finally listen to them and get some of their music. They cut the line, they cut the queue. So this is, like I said, this has been reissued. I think also I've been a little bit affected by listening to some sludge and doom metal from Sweden quite a bit lately, and going back and listening to Mastodon a lot this week because of course, oh God, what is his name? You know, the one with the tattoo on the forehead. Well, anyway, he left the band early this week, or was late last week. So I've been sort of listening to a lot more heavy metal, I guess. So I think I was a little bit affected by that. I hope I like this. Like I said, maybe I play it and I'm going, oh, is that who that is? Or I'll go, oh. But yeah, that's what I got. And then finally, for the Danish part of this, I hope to look at these and talk about these two bands in a later video. But now I finally have some vinyl from these two wonderful Danish bands that I've been listening to probably now for at least a little over 20 years. The first one is the wonderful Mew. It's probably my second favorite of their albums. My favorite album they didn't have. I have... I have their CDs from 2000 up until today. They haven't released anything in a while, but the earliest two records, I think it is, I've never heard or seen. Mew, wonderful band. Easily gave bands like Radiohead and Muse a run for their money, or whatever you want to say. I love them, and they're an amazing contribution to the Danish music scene, in my opinion. And next up, like I said, this isn't the one I really wanted, because the one I really want has the song, is it Rocket Boys or Rocket Brothers, with that wonderful video, animated video. But I've seen this cover a lot as well. So this is No Balance Palace by Kashmir. Very happy to finally have a Kashmir record in my collection. I have never owned anything by them at all, not a CD or anything. So it's been years of streaming and saying I got to get some music by Kashmir, and then in some state, sometimes I've actually gone up and asked, do you have anything, or you have that specific record by Kashmir here in Denmark or in Sweden or in Norway? And each time, no, we just had it. So guys, that's it. Not gonna look any further into these. My video is already way too long, but I had a really nice day, and that was the most important part. I got a hot caffeinated beverage from Espresso House. That's something I'll miss when I'm here in Skagen. One day I'll be saying, shame on you for missing those cafes when you were in Skagen, but that's the way it is. I'll probably talk to you guys more about that in a later video, but this was a lovely Friday. I had a really nice day, despite things, and also I want to say to you guys in the Vana community who have been sending me messages, both in the comments and some of us are friends on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you. It really helps and cheers me up when I need it. So I love you guys for that. And you're all very terrific. And I wish I could give you all shout outs. And I wish my shout outs would make your channels blow up. Some of you don't need them to, but and become very famous, all of you, because you're wonderful guys. So from Skagen in northern Denmark on a cold, starry Friday night, this is Morten saying thanks for watching. Please click like, that helps my channel. Please subscribe, that makes me happy. And take care and be well. Bye.